And I'm Loy.
And we are TCG Card Couple. So we took part in our first ever Pro Quest season to try and get an invite to Pro Tour Yokohama next year.
In total, we took part in 8 Pro Quests.
And honestly, before this, our only competitive experience was actually going to calling Shizuoka. So we're still very new to this game and very new to competing. So at the end of PQs, how did we do?
We did not get any invite, unfortunately. It was still a very good experience, even though we didn't get any invite. I think Bernie was very, very close as well. I think you can see in the video. So let's talk about hero choices. I went in with Gravy Bones. DP had the Bonds of Agony banned, and the deck was not as viable as before. So yeah, I went with Gravy Bones. I'm not the best Gravy Bones pilot as well. I think there are a lot of other better Gravy Bones players, but I think I had enough to at least give a fight on Gravy Bones.
So I started on KO. I love KO and I felt Super Slam gave him a lot of support. But the unfortunate part is that it is still a deck that is subject to variance. And it's also subject to unfortunately drawing bad hands with no natural go again, or just all blues or all reds.
Let's talk about our mid-season change as well. I think mine was not really a mid-season change.
Yeah, it wasn't even mid-season. It was the second PQ we went to, you change hero.
So I swapped for my feed girl, Verdance. Even though I was pretty okay on Gravy Bones, I won't say comfortable, I'll say pretty okay on Gravy Bones. Verdance just felt more comfortable. So when I started playing FAB, I was just playing Guardians. And Verdance just reminded me of that kind of play style, right? Block, 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 block. Try to get value from different on hits. That's the reason why. I don't think I performed very well on Verdance. So after going back to Verdance, I went back to Gravy Bones again.
For you were just playing Verdance or Gravy depending on what you felt. Maybe the local meta was going to be as well. Were there going to be a lot of Gravies? If there weren't a lot of Gravies, then maybe play Verdance. I actually started playing FAB on Aurora. So switching to Syndra actually felt like I was going back to play a playstyle I was actually quite familiar with because I played Aurora. And I think I held on to play KO for as much of the season as I could because I really wanted the Brute to work. But I felt he wasn't really performing at PQ, so I decided to make a switch to Syndra.
You did pretty well. I think the first PQ you went win with Syndra 3-1? 2-3, and then the second PQ you went in as Syndra made top 4. Top 4 is quite crazy.
I think top 4 is crazy considering that I picked up the hero literally maybe like 1 or 2 weeks before that happened. I hadn't even brought her for an armory. I decided like, okay, I'm just gonna take her to a PQ, try it out, and then learn at PQ itself. After the first PQ that I brought Syndra in, we did do quite a bit of repping.
Even though I think you pick up Syndra pretty easily, I don't think it is it is an easy deck to pick up, but it is not an easy deck to master at the highest level. You know, I think from a lot of the gameplays we see, there are a lot of micro decisions, right? And understanding what your opponent is trying to do. I think there was a mirror matchup where I think you played very well, but I think there was a turn where you managed to threaten to destroy Flick Knives and you took tempo and just steamroll all the way.
On that day itself, I think my first game was against Ira. 8-3 erased faces, and ultimately I lost that game. So I was in the submarine bracket the entire way, and I felt like it was a very challenging time. So my matchups were Ira, Huntsman, Rhina, Verdance, and then a Syndra Mirror. The Syndra Mirror was very nerve-wracking for me. I thankfully won the dice roll, so I went second, and then I managed to make top 8, and I think that was insane already. I think that was like beyond what I thought was possible.
Yay, I made top 8, so I 4-1. I lost my first round, then I won all the subsequent matches after that. Very scary. But yeah.
And I think your top 8 matchup, you again had the Syndra Mirror, but you went first.
He chose for me to go first. And knowing how disadvantaged Syndra is going first, I knew it was going to be a very tough matchup, but I think I just decided, just give it my best, and who knows. So I think for anyone who is new to Flesh and Blood and is thinking about taking part in competitive events, I think you should just do it. Just think of it as an armory but with a higher rule enforcement level. It just means that just be very clear about your triggers, don't miss triggers. If you're anything unsure about, ask the judge before proceeding to the next step. And yeah, I think just treat it as that, but a bit more serious armory, and you'll be fine. Just go in it to have fun. Even if you lose, it's okay, because it's all about getting better and playing better on a hero that you enjoy.
I think the biggest lesson for us is to rep more, just play more, get good reps, right? Learn the different matchups and not just meta matchups.
Another thing that is helpful is speaking to if it's a friend that you're playing against, ask them what they're thinking about in why they're making certain moves. Another thing is also play other heroes. So if you have a bad matchup, maybe you try that hero to see what they are trying to do, so that once you know what they're trying to do, then you have a better, stronger game plan against them.
So yeah, this is our recap of the PQ season.
If you enjoyed the content, do like and subscribe to the channel. And if there's any content you want to see from us, please leave a comment down below. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye-bye!
Treasure pick! Treasure pick! Treasure pick!